Hi, Hira.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, so you started containers, working on containers, right? On Docker
Yes, sir.
containers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So today's demo is on Docker container operations, and it includes installations in both OS, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Windows and Linux.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you go ahead with the presentation first, then later we can show the operations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll put on mute.
Okay. I am here. I am going to give demo on Docker installation in Windows and Linux, both operating system, and also I have go with Docker containers operations. Here is my contents to give demo. First, I have to do Docker installing in Windows and Docker installing in Linux. After that, I have to do Docker containers in Windows and Linux. We have to creating containers in both Windows and Linux, and then listing the running containers in both Windows and Linux. Same commands will be used, and then creating and starting containers in Windows and Linux both OS, and removing stopped containers, and then getting logs from containers, and then stopping containers, and then we have used the Redis-server installation and some using operations on Redis-server commands in Linux and in Windows, same both OS. And then after that I have uninstalled the Docker in Windows and uninstalling the Docker in Linux. This is the agenda I have to do.
Okay,
First,
okay, go
we
ahead.
are using the Docker installing in Windows, and then first we have to go for Docker installing in Linux. After that, completing up Linux, I will go with Windows. First, we have to
But
use the
in Windows, you have installed already. You explain the commands only.
yes, yes,
Because if you start installing in Windows, it will restart the machine. Your Skype call will get disconnected.
yes, yes. It takes
So
time. So
since you have done the installation already in the Windows, then you
yes,
can
yes,
start operations demo in Windows.
yes, sir. I
But
will
Linux
explain
you can
the
install it.
steps
Yeah, but
of
Linux
Windows.
you can do
Yes, sir.
installation demo.
Yes, sir. So steps to install the Docker in Linux. First, we have to use EC2 or VM player for Linux for installation Ubuntu or Ubuntu, and then go to terminal. We have to set up here. I'm already installed Ubuntu in VM player. Here is my Ubuntu. I will make it maximize. Yes. Here go with terminal. Yes. Here, and then we have to update the sudo apt update command. While giving the password. It's working. Yes. Then after update, we have to, here is my commands. Sudo apt install apt transport https certificates curl software properties. We have to install the curl certificates and software properties. Yes. After using this, we have to set up download the Docker here. Yes. Okay. Key is added. We have to add the repository for Docker. For Ubuntu system. Yes, it's working. After this, we have to download the Docker C policy. After policy, we have to install the Docker C. Checking yes. It is in progress. This installation taking the all unpacking the packages and selecting the properties. Yes, after this we have to check the status of the Docker. I think it's somewhere taken this. I have to install once again this repository.
Can you check the version?
Yes, yes. I think it taking the status as failed. So
Yeah,
yes,
it
sir.
shows
It's
version, right?
20.10.
This is a fresh installation only, right? Earlier installation you have purged it, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So it is installed it. You have to start the Docker, that's all. You have seen the status,
Yes,
but you
sir.
can start it with systemctl.
Okay. Next, after this, after installing the Docker, we have to check the command docker ps.
No, it is not connected to the Docker.
Yes,
You
yes,
start it. There is a systemctl command, right?
yes, yes.
With that you start.
Okay.
By default, it should have started, but it's not yet.
Make it once installation.
No, why do you want to install it? You don't need to install.
No, sir. It is failing the setup, sir. It's failed, sir. I think somewhere
No,
else fault, sir.
installation was not done. If it is installation is not done, version will not be shown, right?
Yes,
Just
yes, sir.
use the status of change to start. Use that
Okay.
command and start.
Use
You use it instead of
it
status.
will start Docker.
Yes, yes, sir.
You start the Docker engine. Now
Yes, sir.
check the status. It's
Yes,
running,
sir.
right?
It's now X active, sir. Active.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead with the containers.
Yes, sir. We'll check the no containers. Have to do. I have to create a container. Yes, it was successfully running. Docker run bgbox. Yes, it is showing the hello devs. Here I have given the echo command, so that's why here showing the hello DevOps. After this, we have to check the ls command. Yes, here are the directories of Docker. And then after creating a container, we have to listing the running containers using Docker PS. There is no running containers. And then we have to listing the Docker run bgbox in google.com. We have to run this. Yes, it will running, sir. And then next we have to then go to the another terminal, check the docker ps command. It shows the currently running containers details. I will show in another terminal. Yes, it is the running container bgbox container id, and command will be ping google.com. I have given the command and then created 26 seconds ago. Status will be up 25 seconds and port will be. This is all about running, listing the running containers. And we will check docker docker ps dash dash all. Yes, it is the existing containers showing. After this, we have to go for same container I have did. I will stopping the pinging. After this, we have to creating and starting the containers in create and using create and start commands. Docker create hello world. Hello world will be created, and then I will start the container. Docker start. I have to use this container ID. In Docker container will hello world container will be started. After this, we have to use docker start -a.
Just list the containers, latest containers. It should show that ID, SHA ID.
Yes, yes. No, docker ps es minus dash dash. Here above will be my container ID. After this, yes, sir, hello world will be. This is the container ID, sir.
Okay, that is the okay. Latest container.
Yes,
It will be on top. Latest container will be on top always
yes,
in the
yes.
list. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
After this, I will doing the removing the stopped containers. I have to use Docker system prawn command for removing Docker system prawn. So I will check Docker system prawn command will be used. Yes, this will take the confirmation for stopping the containers, and also it will helps to remove the all build cache and images. It will helping you to clear the spaces. Total reclaimed space will be 77 bytes. After removing, I will check the Docker PS
Yeah.
dash all. Yes, it will show no containers here. After that, we have to getting logs from a container. Logs from a container. So we have to first create a container. And running the container. This is the container ID, busy box. After this, we have to start the container. Docker start, and then we will using the container ID. Copy the container ID and paste. Paste the container ID and enter. I will start the container and then check the logs. Docker logs, and give the container ID here. Yes, it will take the output of that container, sir.
You googled
Yes,
google.com,
sir.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
ping google.com.
Yes. Yes.
This will
Okay.
be output.
Okay.
And
Great.
then next, after logs, I will stopping the containers. Docker using Docker stop container ID. It will take some time, sir. For a stop command, it will say
Yeah.
and
Yes.
for
It
a
takes
few
some time. Yes.
seconds.
Now list the containers, running containers.
Yes, sir.
They should
And
not be there, right?
yes, sir. And then we will go for Redis-server in Linux.
1 minute. You list the containers. Let us check it. Is it in the running list or
Yes, yes, sir.
existing containers?
Yes, sir. It will showing the busy box. Ping Google.
Busybox image only, yeah, but that container is not appearing, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
You
No, sir.
stopped container, okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right.
No, no,
Now,
no container, sir.
now what are you going to do? Next one,
We'll going to
you're
install the
creating the
Redis.
Redis server container, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Before
Redis
that, you
server.
delete. Okay, you list all the containers. Uh, what are available containers in the Docker engine right now?
No, sir. There is no containers. I have stopped all containers.
No, you
Only
stopped
one I
it,
have
but that
started.
container will exist. It you had pruned that container, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Just
There
check
is.
it and prune that.
Yes, yes, sir.
Container is stopped, but it exists in the repository, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now it should go.
Yes, sir.
Is it there?
One container will be there, sir.
Okay. Okay,
Docker.
you can continue with Redis server. Later you can remove all the things. Anyhow, at the end you have cleanup job.
Okay, yes, yes, sir. This will take another month's time. Yes, sir. There is no container in.
Okay.
Then we
Go
will
ahead.
go for Redis
First
server.
slide.
Sudo apt install Redis server. How to installing the Redis server. For using sudo apt install Redis server, think we have to type sudo apt install. Is it correct? Install Redis server. Yes. Yes, it is installing. Yes, it is installed. We have to next sudo redis CLI. We have to check the clients redis CLI. Yes, it is working. And then we have to check the CLI. How to give the set your number as 8. It will take gives as OK, and then get your number. Yes, it is given the output as 8. So
So you are sending communication to Redis server and you are calling that
yes, sir.
content.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Then I will exit this, and then I will check the docker ps command once. It will be empty, and then we have to execute the using dash it flag container id as sh PowerShell command as docker /it. We have to execute exe /it. I have to first run the container. There is no container, right? That's why. Yes, it is running. Docker ps. Once I will check the docker run box. I will ping you google.com. We check in this terminal. Yes, it will given here. I will now execute the /it command. Docker exec /it. Here is the container ID. Copy, paste, sh. This it/ will get taken as an input, so it allows
Interactive
dash it
container. Yes.
interactive mode. This will take in
So
allow as an
going to the
interactive
shell.
mode.
of the container.
Yes.
Mm.
It will take allow to input, sir.
Mm.
Here I have given the ls. Here is the directories of
Mm.
that container.
Mm.
And then we'll check for echo hi hello. This will display as hi hello.
Mm.
And then we will export the variable as number. Export b equal to pi, and then we have to echo check the echo $b. This will show the pi, so it will
Mm.
display.
Mm. The data from variables.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
After this, we have to check docker run slash it busybox sh. We'll exit from here. Docker it busybox sh. And so we'll check docker run slash it busybox sh. Yes. Yes, it will take also allow to input because we are using the dash it. Here we check the ls command. Here is the directories. We have to add to use touch command. Touch hello, and then check ls. Yes, sir. Here I have added the hello
Mm.
in this
Mm.
directory.
Mm.
Yes, this is all about this. Yes,
Interactive
sir.
containers. So what is the next slide? You have commands operation.
Yes, sir. No, sir. There is all complete, sir. Now
All
we have
come. All come.
to. Yes, sir.
So you are going to show the same thing in Windows.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
System on. Yes, there is no containers. We have to uninstall the Docker, sir. Here I have.
Yeah, you can do all
Yes,
Linux related things in
sir.
one stretch. Yes, uninstall also you can do.
Yes, sir. Sudo apt get purge.
Mm.
We have to password for confirmation. Yes.
It deletes all containers, whatever it is there. Just
Yes,
clean
sir.
up and remove Docker.
After this, we have to execute this command. Yes, it is deleted. This will show on the whatever configuration setup is there.
Mm.
Still, we have to delete this all.
Docker related package.
Yes, yes. We have to use this command. Yes, sir. This is sudo apt. Now we have to sudo apt get to remove command for clear the all Docker setup. Yes, sir.
Okay, auto remove everything will be done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now
So
once
you
we will
have
check the
in
Docker
this
version.
Linux presentation you have done
Yes, sir.
installation of the Docker. After that you have downloaded the image busybox. Then you created
Yes, sir. There is no
containers and
Docker.
you showed all container operations.
Yes, sir. I will check the Docker version here. There is no command Docker
Yes, yes,
because we
yes.
have uninstalled Windows.
Remote it, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you move to Windows 1. The
Yes,
same
yes.
operations.
Okay. Here is my steps to Docker installing in Windows.
This is existing, right? Already you have a Docker in Windows.
Yes, yes,
And you need to check the version, and so from there you need to start creating
yes,
containers.
yes. Here is my Docker application. This is the Docker application. And first, for Docker installing in Windows, we have to go to web browser, search for docker.com, and then here there is will be all first we have to log into Docker Hub, and then select Docker for Windows. There is an option called Docker for Windows, and then after that we have to choose download Docker for Windows, and then set up the configuration as given by instructor, and then restart the computer. After setting up the configuration, we have to restart the computer, and then verify the Docker by using command Docker version. Here we have to go for PowerShell. I'm using opening the PowerShell. Yes,
You need to have PowerShell, right, to run the Docker
yes, yes, sir,
in
yes, sir.
Windows, right?
Yes, sir. It is
That is the
automatically
prerequisite.
in Windows only, sir.
It comes with the Docker only, but
Yes, sir.
you have to execute a PowerShell. Then in that command prompt will be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And another one thing is we have to look at is Docker icon here, sir. In hidden icons, we will get the
Uh,
Docker icon here.
mm.
The when will we
Y-
start
y-
the Docker, this will appear in hidden icons, sir.
okay, 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 right.
We'll check here. We'll check the Docker version here.
But when you reboot the system, it does automatically restarting the Docker, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, a big list will come in Windows.
Yes, sir. Comparing to Linux and Windows, Linux will be speed, sir, in
Yeah,
processing the
operating system is
Docker.
different in Linux.
Yes, sir. Yes. This will take some time, sir.
Mm. Because it need to enter into Linux shell and bring it
Mm.
up.
Yes, yes, sir.
In the
There is
front
a
end, it
Linux
is showing in
kernel.
the Windows OS, but back end it works like Linux only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm. Now you can start it.
Yes, sir.
Your image downloading.
Yes, sir. Now we have to go for creating containers. Docker
Mm.
run busybox. This will take some time. Docker run busybox. Same command will be well executing. Yes, this will take times. Yes, successfully run. Next, we have to Docker run busybox echo hello command. Here we get the hello as output, and then next command will be Docker run busybox ls. Yes, here we get the directories of that busybox container. After this, we have to listing the running containers. using docker ps command. I think there is no containers, and then we have to run the container. Docker run box. Here another thing on is we have to ping the google.com. There is packets will be sending. Sir, there is no default stopping will be no there. We have to do the here in docker icon. We have to quick desktop docker's desktop will be used and then restart the docker once.
No. 1 minute. You are saying if you are pinging to Google, bytes will not be shown here. The
No,
lines
sir, it's shown,
message.
sir, but it will not
Control C,
stopping
you
by
press
us.
it. You press Control C.
No, sir,
Both together.
this is not working, sir.
Okay.
So
You
that's why
close.
we
Then
have
you need
to.
to close the window only.
No, yes, sir. We have to use here only Docker desktop, sir. Quick
Mm,
Docker desktop. We have
mm.
to. This method is only used to stopping the pinging, sir.
Okay. You can close the window also. When you
Yes,
close the
yes,
window, session will be done.
yes, yes, sir.
You have to restart PowerShell and show continuation.
Yes, yes, sir.
Because
If
in
we,
Windows, what happens when you press Control C,
yes, sir.
the Windows process might stop, but Linux process may not be stopping it. It takes some time.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So longer time it takes communication. That's the reason. Yes, you can
Here
close the
we
window.
have to restart the Docker once
Yeah,
again.
now you can restart it. You can do the busy box building.
Yes, sir.
Prashant, you are watching, right? What he is doing?
Yes, sir.
You got the clarity
Yes, sir.
sequentially. Yeah, here I open another
Yes,
Docker
yes,
session.
I have opened, sir. I have
PowerShell.
opened.
Hmm.
Background in this is this is processing, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. This icon will be shown, sir, after we
Yeah.
have opened the Docker.
Yes.
Docker desktop is
Hmm.
starting. It says
Check the status here. Like,
yes, sir.
is it working? Systemctl here.
No, sir.
Okay. It is Linux command.
Yes,
Basically,
sir.
it won't work in PowerShell.
I have to checking by command version only. Yes, sir.
Okay, you start the Docker this one. Containers.
And then we have to listing the containers, and then after creating and starting the containers. After that, we have to Docker create. I think it takes some time. Why this taking error? No, sir. This will taking
Check the
time.
spelling.
No,
Check
sir.
the spelling.
No, sir.
Is it correct?
No, so Docker engine is still starting.
Oh,
Sir.
okay. It takes some time starting.
That's why I'm stuck.
2-3 minutes it takes, I think.
Welcome once again.
That is
When
a
the
problem.
Docker engine started, this will become green, sir. This icon will become green.
Running, like running, server is running.
Yes, yes.
But many places they use only Linux terminal for Docker containers creation.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
But you need to learn Windows also parallelly to be aware of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's running. Here we give the PowerShell. Here we give the Docker run. How to create, right? Get BG box. For creating.
List the containers.
Yes, sir.
Docker ls is there, right? PS.
No, so there is no running.
No. PS minus all you give it. There is a container already given, means there should be
Yes, sir.
inactive container actually.
Yes, sir.
PS minus all you give it. Should show.
Yes, sir.
See,
There
this
is...
many are there, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Dependent containers, all are there. Maybe earlier, the old one also it is existing, looks like.
Yes, sir.
In your Windows machine, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you do one thing? Just prune those containers.
Yes, sir.
Prune. All will be deleted, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you give PS minus all, Docker PS minus all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, past containers, you created it earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes. I have practiced that. That's
Yes. So now there is no container. Now you restart building containers in Windows.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, I have created hello world container, and then I have to start the container by using container ID.
First 8 characters are enough, right?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Not all characters are required, right? SHA ID is not required complete.
Yes.
8 or 10?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It started, sir. After creating and starting, we have to use -a command. We have to removing the stopped containers. I have used here only Docker system prawn I have shown, and then after that I have to show the getting logs from a container. Docker create. After this, we have to start the container and check the logs. Docker start. We have to use the Docker ID here. After starting, we have to check the Docker's log. Yes, sir. There will be output, sir. I have given echo hello here. This will shown as logs output hello.
Okay,
sir.
okay. Right. So
Yes, after this, we have to stop the containers by using stop command. Container ID. Yes, sir. This will be stopped. Then we have to use stop command also. We have to enter here.
what happened?
So it's working.
You can open another session and test that whether
Yes, yes.
containers are existing. Open another PowerShell session.
I think you don't get used another PowerShell in.
No. You
Windows.
open command prompt. In command
Yes,
prompt,
yes.
you execute PowerShell.
Yes, yes.
Type PowerShell, then it will go to PowerShell from the command prompt. Command prompt windows can be opened, multiple windows.
Yes, yes.
Run as admin.
I think it make as slow, sir, because behind running it's working. So this error response from daemon cannot kill container. Container it is not running, sir. Only running container will be killed, sir.
Yeah, kill is
Yes,
meant
sir.
only for process IDs. Process
Yes,
IDs
yes.
means running containers will have process ID.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have stopped the containers here, so that's why you have to you don't have to kill the container here.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So list the container.
Yes,
Your
sir.
containers list like ps minus all. If you give it, it will list.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many should be there containers?
Yes, sir. Got to check.
It's taking a lot of time. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Windows only this takes time.
Slow.
Yes, sir.
If you use EC2 Windows, still it is slow. It will be slower, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This will
Because
that one. So
it need to go to cloud and take internet access. Or you can test one Windows machine there by using this processor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Later.
Yes, sir. I will check, sir.
This much time. Okay, fine. That's fine. Now you go to your agenda, explain
Yes,
it,
sir.
what all the things you have done it. That's all right. Busy
Yes, sir.
this Redis-server is not required in Windows because it takes
Yes,
longer
sir.
time.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir. That is so much.
Now you explain what all the things you covered in this demo.
Yes, yes. First, I have installed the Docker in Linux, and then I have listed the containers Docker containers in Linux. First, I have created a containers in Linux and then listing that running containers. After that, I have create and start the containers, and then after that, I have removed the stopped containers, and then I have shown the getting logs from a containers, and then I have stop the running containers, and then I have installed the Redis-server in Linux, and then I have uninstalled the and I have did the operation on Redis-server in Linux. After that, I have uninstalled the Docker in Linux, and then after that I have started with Docker installing in Windows, and I have shown the creating containers in Windows and listing the running containers. After that, I have create and start the containers, and after that I have removed the stopped containers, and I have also shown the getting logs from containers in Windows also, and then I have stopped the containers in Windows, and then we have to uninstall the Docker in Windows. So then we have to.
Right, right. Good, good. It's a good presentation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are working on the further tasks, right? Further demos.
Yes, yes. I have working on next move on with Redis and the so many. So
Okay, okay. I'll stop. Okay.